أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakat. Lesson 20 Imammat and Wilayat. The final message from the Prophet. O Messenger, deliver that which has been sent down to thee from thy Lord. For if thou do not, thou wilt not have delivered his message. God will protect thee from men. God guides not the people of the unbelievers. Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 67. In all of the Holy Quran, this is the one and only place that the Prophet has been threatened with regards to reservation of this message. In that if he does not announce this message, all of his works and deeds shall be nullified. The Holy Messenger, peace be upon him, said to Imam Ali that if he does not deliver the message, all of his duties, works that he did will be null. In this verse, few topics come to light. One is that Surah Al-Ma'idah is one of the last surahs that were revealed to the Prophet. Two, in the verse, instead of saying O Prophet, it says O Messenger to indicate the significance of the message. Third place, a term balagha has been used for the word deliver, which is a means signifying a decisive, formal and important message. 4. The Prophet is threatened with loss of his entire life work to be nullified if he does not announce this single important message. 5. The Prophet is not afraid for his own life, as history shows that when he was fighting idol worshippers alone and in the battles with the disbelievers, he was never afraid of the dangers, while there were showers of stone and his companions were being tortured. Now why would he be afraid for his life towards the end of his life and amongst his own companions? 6. The message of the verse is not related to monotheism, prophethood or resurrection, as those fundamentals were already established as the outset of the revelation in Makkah, and there is no need for all this advice at the end of his life. 7. The message of the verse is not related to prayers, fasting, pilgrimage, Islamic tests or jihad, as they were clarified over the span of 23 years of revelation and invitation to Islam, and the people also acted upon these deeds, and there was no concern over them. All exegetists of the Shia and some Sunni school indicate that this verse is the proof of guardianship of Imam Ali and that it was revealed on 18th of Zil-Hajj in the 10th year of Hijrah, on the return trip from the farewell pilgrimage, and is when the well narration was stated, Man kuntu maulahu fa aliyun maulahu. Whomever I was the guardian, so Ali is their guardian. It was when the choices that need be made for salvation in his path was made clear. Imam Baqir alayhi salam states, Islam is based upon 5 foundations: prayers, Islamic texts, fasting, pilgrimage and guardianship. So the people accepted 4 and left the 5th. The Wilayah, guardianship, is the perfection and completion of the message. Today, the unbelievers have despaired of your religion, therefore fear them not, but fear you me. Today I have perfected your religion for you, and I have completed my blessings upon you, and I have approved Islam for your religion. Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 3. According to both Shia and Sunni schools, this part of the verse, starting from Today I have perfected, was revealed after the appointment of Ali as the guardian in Ghadir Khum. Without even looking at the narrations that have been passed on from an intellectual point of view, this relationship can be confirmed as the verse discusses 4 features of the day. 1. The day the believers despaired. 2. The religion was perfected. 3. The day that Allah's blessings upon mankind was completed. 4. The day Islam was accepted and approved as a complete religion by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and no other day other than the day of appointment of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, migration, the liberation of Makkah, the victories of battles, and all the rest with all their values, none could add up to the 4 important features identified in this verse. So it is only the day of Ghadir Khum that can have these 4 points combined in one place. As for the despair of the disbelievers, it is because the allegations, war and ill intention towards the life of Prophet, peace be upon him, would remain unsuccessful, having had his death as being their only hope. With the appointment of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, it became understood by all that the death of the Prophet, peace be upon him, no longer meant the annihilation of his religion, because the personality such as Imam Ali alayhi salam would take the Prophet's place as a guardian of the nation. Here it was that all the disbelievers became hopeless. As for the perfection of the religion, it is because of all the religious requirements concerning the laws and principles of the religion were stipulated, but a guardian over a religion was not appointed. A provision of the religion would remain missing. As for the completion of the blessing, it is because the most significant of the blessing, the Holy Quran points to the identification of the guardian, the Prophet passing away and the nation action remaining without a guardian would be action that a shepherd would never do to his flock. How could it be that the divine blessing be completed without appointment of a guardian? As for the approval of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is for this reason that every time a law is completed and justly carried out, it becomes the reason for his satisfaction. For this reason, perfection of religion, completion of blessing, divine approval, and despair of disbelievers, we have in narrations of the holy household that the Eid of Ghadir is considered one of the most significant festivals. Sometimes the effect of something depends on the gathering of all requirements together, such as fasting, where breaking the fast even moments before the call to prayer will render it void. From this point of view, the term complete is used. Then complete the fast unto the night, Surah Al-Baqarah verse 187. And sometimes it is that every part of the whole can have its own effect, such as the recitation of the Holy Quran is in that reciting the whole book in its completion or reading any part of it has its own rewards. Sometimes some parts are such that if they were not there, a part would be missing despite the rest of the parts being present. Look at example of a pilot and a driver, where the airplane and car without them would mean they are useless. Wilayah and the true guardianship are just like that. Because mankind is connecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and without guardianship, creations and blessings become troublesome and mankind will not reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, who is the guardian? Your friend is only God and His messenger and the believers who perform prayers and pay the alms and bow them down, meaning ruku. The reason for this revelation of the verse in both Sunni and Shia scholars and schools of thought is that a poor man entered the mosque of the Prophet and sought help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The reason for this revelation of this verse in both Sunni and Shia schools is that a poor man entered the mosque of the Prophet and sought help from the people. No one paid him alms. Imam Ali alayhi salam, while in state of prayer and especially in ruku, bowed down, gifted him with his ring. In honoring this generosity, revealed this ayah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, in Ghadirekum, in order to show the status of Imam Ali alayhi salam, recited this verse, and Imam Ali, peace be upon him, recited this ayah multiple times to indicate the same. It's true that the best form of introduction is one where the quality and the characteristic of the individual is stated and the audience find the individual themselves through the introduction. The verse does not mention the name of Imam Ali but describes his quality and actions. That the guardianship of the Islamic jurist is in line with the guardianship of divinely guided. In Maqbula of Omar bin Handala, we read a narration that states, Imam Sadiq, peace be upon him, said, "Look at he who narrates our traditions, and look at our rules of what is permitted and what is forbidden, and knows our laws, so accept his judgment as it is I that have placed him as judge over you." Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.